Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Retro Gamers Podcast, episode number 356. Larry here. And as you can see, Anthony's away right now, but we got a fan favorite and one of my best friends and a friend of the show, Felix, FlexO
Yeah,
Productions.
yeah.
Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you for having me again, man. 2024 is the year of the Mamba. It's the year of the Mamba. Hell yeah, man.
We are ready
It's
to
a pleasure
go.
always, man. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. And we love having you on the show. As we said, you've been on the show. I think you are now probably the most appearances as a co-host, as an appearance on the show. You are definitely a retro gamer. So
Hell
you're
yeah.
part of us.
Hell
Thick
yeah.
and thin, my friend. So thank you again.
Hell yes. Yeah, man. It's a pleasure, man. The pleasure's all mine, man. Thank you for having me, man.
No,
You know?
always. And
Yeah.
before we deep dive into
the Retro Gamers Podcast,
you do a lot for promoting us, usually more than we promote ourselves. So trust me. Thank you very much. For anyone new listening to the show, though, please definitely introduce yourself, give yourself some plugs, and away we'll go.
All right, well, it's a Flexomatic, basically a comedian, producer, entrepreneur. You know, I kind of dabble in everything. So go check out the link tree, FlexO_Productions. Okay, and you will see all the links there, all my social media, everything. Go check it out. Go follow, subscribe, TikTok. You know, I'm this year. Well, the end of last year, the last month, and to this year, I've been going hard on TikTok. So go follow on TikTok on Dominican SC for Stone Cold.
Yes.
Well, go follow that. You'll have some laughs right there.
Awesome. Yes, definitely go follow. He is amazing. Felix, you're phenomenal. So
thank you, man. Thank you. You do. You already know. You already know.
I'm not good with taking praise, but I'll give you praise all day. We'll put the link, of course, in the description below. And we got a good topic to talk about today. But before we get into that, first of all, have you been playing anything lately? You know, anything been dominating systems?
I actually got into Doom Eternal.
Really?
Doom Eternal took me a long time. It's literally you have to be on substance to play this because it's too hard. It's ridiculously hard for what I didn't expect this. You know, it's too fast. You got to be on some you definitely have to be a Call of Duty probably ex-player to play it. You know what I mean? Because you have to be on that pace. But and the greatest puzzle game of all time, in my opinion, I'm sorry, it really is Grindstone. Grindstone, and it's on the Switch. Unbelievable. Well, I'm pretty sure it's on all platforms, but Grindstone for me, it is the greatest puzzle game I've ever played in my life.
Really?
Like,
I'm actually playing it right now.
I'm telling you, I love Tetris Attacks. That's one of my favorite all time. And Poi Poi, I love all the puzzles game. This game right here took it over. Literally.
Oh, I think I've seen you post the character from. Oh, that's where that's from. Okay.
It's too good, man. That game is unbelievable, bro.
All right,
My
I'll
girl's
check it out.
addicted to it. My girl's like unbelievably addicted to it. Like, when are we going to stop? I'm like, all right, calm down. We're on level 100 already. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah, man. It's like that, bro. It's like
definitely.
that. Oh
yeah. No, that's cool. I'll definitely check that out. Grindstone. All right. Definitely. All right, cool. I want actually while I'm talking, let me grab this because when you mentioned Doom, it reminded me I got this in the mail the other day. So as usual, well, not as usual, but for the new year, I visited a Game on Smithtown. Shout out to Jay over there.
Hell yeah.
Yes, big with the imports.
Big shout out to Game On, man. Absolutely. We love y'all here. We love you here. Oh yeah.
So I picked up actually a couple of Super Famicom games is what I picked up over the weekend. Yes. So what happened, actually funny, and I'll talk about this as well. So I've been in the process of, and I know a lot of people out there are going to hate me for saying this. I'm going to get probably chastised for it. But
you can't please everybody.
That is true. If you make everyone happy, you're doing something wrong.
Like, exactly.
I'm a firm believer in that. But for a lot of my old games, if possible, I'm trying to convert them to digital. So like to the point where like I went on like right before the holiday, I went on the PS3 PlayStation Store because you can purchase PS1 games, PS2
Hell yeah.
games.
Hell
So
yeah.
I did that. In fact, I wouldn't say converted, I purchased
Yeah.
like the God of War series on the PS3. And I'm talking the original God of War on PS2, God of War 2, and
Okay.
then the two from the PSP.
Okay. Okay.
Did that. I converted a bunch of my PS1 games, like a few of the Star Wars games, like Dark Forces. Um,
Mm.
and when possible, I'll look to, if a game came out as remastered, not remade, but
Okay.
remastered, I'll go that
Okay.
route. Um,
Okay.
of course, right after I purchased the 4 God of War games, it's not like they were $5 each. They were like,
Mm.
they were
Yeah.
like $20 each or something. But
Mm.
so that and Dark Forces, I find out that Dark Forces Remastered is coming out next month. So
Oh my
there goes
God.
that. And
Yeah.
there's rumors that they're remastering the original God of War games, 1 and 2, for the PS5.
Oof.
So nevertheless.
I mean, I would have to. I mean, as a Beyond fan, like he is literally the greatest character in video game history, in my opinion,
Kratos?
is Kratos, number
Okay.
one. Right? So for me, you know, I have been played every. You know what I mean? Like Valhalla, I'm still playing right now, crazy.
How is Valhalla? I
And
haven't downloaded that.
yeah, I mean, it's literally a gauntlet
Okay.
type stuff. You keep repeating the same things, but at the same
All right.
time, it doesn't have a story,
Yeah.
and it's very satisfying. Trust me, it's
All
really
right.
worth going through it. But when I see this stuff, it's like, damn, man, and I'm like, damn, I'm really gonna have to play the 100 Kratoses at the end of the. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep,
and
yep, yep.
I'm sorry, I cursed.
You're good. Don't worry.
At the
You
end
caught
of the,
yourself. You caught
right,
yourself.
she called. No, she did it. Like, I'm like, oh shit, sorry. No, but I said it again. I did it again.
Don't
Right
worry
there.
about it. If something
Yeah.
slips,
Right.
don't worry. We're not live. We're not live, pal.
No, but like
Yeah.
when I see that, I get, man, I really have to go through this 100
Yep.
battle again, and do this whole thing again. So, but it is probably going to be worth it for PS5, bro.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but nevertheless, so I sold back some games to Game On. So I got some credits. So I was able to pick up a couple games. So I'll get into that right now. I picked up this. I'm just happy to own. I bought this game originally on Game Boy Advance. It was a Japanese exclusive. We got it here for the Game Boy Advance. I later downloaded it, the Game Boy Advance version, on the Wii U. But now I have an original Super Famicom copy of Rockman and Bass.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That game is hard, man.
Bro,
That
the game is
really
phenomenal,
hard.
but you're right, very challenging.
Very hard, very challenging. No,
Very
that game's
challenging.
amazing, bro.
So,
And from
then
Japan? The Japanese?
this is this is the Super Famicom version. So with the different style card a little bit and everything like that. So remember, the every North American original Super Nintendo system can be easily converted to play Super Famicom games.
Yeah, it was like a little twig or something like
there
that.
There were two pins on the inside, just snap off. That was it. Boom. It's a Super Famicom. So simple. So very cool. I can't wait to really play the original version. So I'm happy to own that. And this game I saw, it was inexpensive, but I got to pull up the name of the title. It's another Japanese game. Shin Nippon Pro Wrestling Cho Senshi in Tokyo Dome.
What is that?
It's a New Japan Pro Wrestling game.
What?
As you can see, we got
man.
Jushin Thunder Liger and the Great Muta on the cover.
Great Muta.
Yeah, man.
Wow, bro. I love the cover, bro.
Oh, that's what my eye caught the cover.
Hell yeah.
Look at that. That is wild.
Hell yeah.
So
I think I have because I have an EverDrive, so I could.
Okay, that's probably on there.
Yeah,
you
probably. I probably didn't get to it yet,
Yeah, and of course with New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom just a few days ago, timing is everything. Picking up a New Japan wrestling game. So
that's awesome, man.
On that.
And I actually watched the AAA. I watched the Triple Mania.
Oh, did you? Yeah, the Triple Mania. Yeah.
Amazing, bro. I didn't know.
I feel like only once they aired it live in English on YouTube, but beyond that, they haven't really done an English, like a live English commentary.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of purists out there who like to watch like Japanese wrestling and wrestling out of Mexico in
Yeah.
Spanish, in Japanese. Like, nah,
Yeah.
I'll take the English.
Yeah.
But
Oh
no,
yeah.
Triple Mania has always been really cool. So,
Yeah, man.
huh?
What was his name? The Muerte. Pentagon.
Yes.
So that guy who he's wrestling, that guy got scared, man, and he botched I'm saying this right now, he botched the super move off the top. You gotta
Did
see
he?
it. It all was bad.
Oh,
And like,
yeah.
I know if I was him, Pentagon, like after the match is over, we're gonna have to talk. Because that was too much. Like I'm like,
Zero
you
fear, not
like
as
that?
much.
Yeah. Oh, he was scared. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have to check that out. And I'm wondering, I don't think I have any AAA wrestling yet. I don't know if there are AAA wrestling games. I have to check that out.
No,
I think
I don't
probably
think so. I don't know. Lucha Libre, they had one on 360. It was called Lucha Libre.
they did, yes.
Yeah,
I vaguely remember that.
yeah.
All right, and then a game that came in, I pre-ordered because you were talking about Doom. This is what made me think about it. I don't think I showed it off. It's one of two. I'm waiting for the volume 1. This is the volume 2 version on the Evercade. It's a 3-pack of Duke Nukem.
What?
Duke Nukem Time to Kill, Duke Nukem Land of the Babes, and Duke Nukem Advance.
What? Hell yeah.
Yeah, see
Hell
that.
yeah, Duke, man. Oh, man. Hell yeah. Hell
Groovy.
yeah. That's like the original. Wow.
He was Ash from Evil Dead before Ash from Evil Dead
Yes.
with
Yes.
those one-liners.
What?
And,
Hell yeah.
and it shows off the abilities of the Evercade, to be honest with you, because I'm pretty sure one of these was a PlayStation game.
Yeah, I think it was the first one that I seen right there.
Actually, all three are 32-bit games. So that little EverDrive, man, I love that EverDrive. I mean, Anthony got it for me for Christmas a few years ago. The thing is
What?
awesome. I got a nice little, what you can see over my shoulder, nice little collection here, right there. Those are
Right,
my Evercade. Yeah. So,
fire.
but yeah, so I got that, been playing that as well. So really cool. So those
Hell
are the
yeah.
three
Duke
new
is the truth,
games.
man.
What happened?
I said Duke is the truth.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot the names of the other ones in the volume 1, but that's supposed to be coming soon from Amazon. So we shall see.
Okay.
So just adding to the collection. Here, as I just said, I'm trying to digitize a lot of my games. Here I am buying more physical games.
Yeah.
So no one listened to me. No one listened
No,
to me,
but
please.
don't they do they have something like remember how we used to have the blank CDs to make the thing.
Yep.
Don't they have like something that you can like an adapter that you can take the data from
So
the game and put it in or something like that?
not for nothing. That could be an episode unto itself, to be honest with you. As much as we do not condone piracy, but a lot of these
No,
old
I'm saying,
games.
but
No.
I'm saying because it's your game. It's
You're
like
exactly right.
you're
Not only
available.
that,
Yeah.
but someone a while ago made a really good point. They're like, it's one thing if you were to like pirate like a
Yeah.
Switch game
No,
or
for you, and
PS5
it's for
game,
you. Yeah,
but
yeah.
hold on. But for like games that yeah, I'll do the wrestling game here. You know, who made this? I don't even know who made it. Very, whoever that company is, Very. They're not making money off of this anymore. So it's one thing if the company's not making money off of it. All right, then we got ROMs and emulators. But if they're still making money on it, different ball game. But we're not here to preach. But you're right. The Sega CD, if I'm not mistaken, even originally played copy games. I talked about the adapter.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The Dreamcast, certain models, I believe, will play copied games. And I heard the new Analog Duo apparently will play copied TurboGrafx or PC Engine CD games.
What?
So
that's crazy. That's crazy. No, but I'm talking about like how they have like on the computer if you have like a hard drive by itself, like from the hard drives for the PS3, they have a device where you hook it up.
Oh, I know of what you're talking about. I don't know anything. I'm sure there is something out there. I'm more familiar with the EverDrives, like you mentioned, or like again some of the copied CDs and stuff like that. The analog Pocket. The Analog Pocket has the cores and the ROMs you can download on there. So the availability to play games are definitely out there.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of there's still some games I still want to own, like the physical copies of.
Oh yeah, of course. Hell yeah.
So that's why I'm not. Oh, but there is, and I'm curious. I don't have any information on it. Maybe something me and Ant will talk about later as more news comes out. I did see where someone just released for the first time a flash cart for the Switch.
Yeah, man.
Which is
I seen that a couple months ago.
Oh,
actually.
did you? All right.
I seen that last year on Temu, like when Temu first came out, bro. I was like, yo, what the is this?
Supposedly,
Say that again.
Don't worry about it.
I go, what is this? What the heck is this? What the heck is this?
This is why I love you, Felix. You are the realest person I know. So
yeah, man.
What was I gonna say?
My fault, man.
And hold for it. Edit. Okay. No, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. No, but yeah, this little flash drive supposedly is just supposed to save games, but we all know probably what its real purpose is. But
yeah,
more news will come out on that. But talking about like owning games, again, and I know you have that, which was the first when you showed off your modded, or not even a modded, the piece you bought for the PS2.
Yeah.
To play games, which I didn't even know something like that existed. So
yeah, it's more cheaper now. It's cheaper now.
Oh, I'm sure that's always gonna happen. Right?
I was like, what?
Yeah, and it's what, just like a thumb drive or something that goes in the memory card?
It's a memory card.
Oh, it's a memory card. That's what it is.
That's all it is. It's a memory. You put it on this side, and then you buy your
You have like an SD card that goes in it or something?
No, the USB drives. You gotta buy.
Yes. Okay.
Only, I mean, they recommend you can do 64 or 32, but they recommend 32 because you have to do an extra step if you do 64.
I can see that.
And I was like, I'm good with that, but 32 and you're set, bro. That's it. With an original PS2, bro. I'm like,
a fat PS2. I don't know if it works on a thin one, but definitely the original fat PS2.
The fat one. Yeah, it has to be the original.
But what I'm getting at is that, so you have all these games, but I know there's always that one game that you would like to own. It's a little out of range. I get it, but it also kind of leads into what we want to talk about this week. And and I'll just tell the world again, and I told you already, so you've already blessed me with the ability to talk about it. I'm completely ripping you off with this topic because you've mentioned this on your social media, but I thought it was a great idea. So if you want to take the lead, you can. But it's about games that basically haven't gotten a new entry into their series in a long time. And for you've been talking about Def Jam.
Yeah, long time, man. I mean, I don't understand how they still haven't done it. That too many rappers have came out since then. So many genres, so many opportunities you can make, so much money that you can make with the DLCs alone. You can make Legends packs. You can make
forget about it.
70s packs, 80s packs. Imagine having a hip, a hop, a hibbit, a Sugar Hill game. You know what I'm saying? In the game, like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like versus Drake and Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and Outkast. We can, it's just endless and endless. And the people that pass, you can do the RIP pack, RIP DLC. It's just, to me, it doesn't make any sense. But shout out to the people that making PC games, bro. The fan-made games that I cannot believe.
It's
unreal. Yep. And shout out to them. Those are the guys that need to come out with it. Because Undisputed, the boxing game, is unbelievable. If you guys have not known about that, it's on the PC on Steam, and it's $30, and it's literally Fight Night, the new version. And it's unbelievable. It's not with EA Sports. It's just these guys that put it together, and you could create so much stuff, man. Like the He-Man PC, they have a PC He-Man game that is literally He-Man. The cartoon, it's a beat 'em up, like X-Men Arcade. And with the He-Man, and Lion Nose in it.
That's
you can
awesome.
Be He-Man and the Thundercat.
Oh, wait a minute. That's such a weird crossover.
Crazy.
Okay.
No, but I'm like, what? As a fan and as a person that grew up on these things, I absolutely went, I lost it, bro. So to me, it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand when I see these things, how Def Jam has not said anything or done anything. Hell yeah, bro. Hell
So
yeah.
I'm showing it for those
Hell yeah.
listening. I have this is
Hell yeah.
a ROM, a hack. It's not a real game
Yeah, 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 yeah.
on the
But
NES, but it's He-Man.
what was the rhyme of?
Hold
What's
on.
the hack?
So here's the thing. So I bought it kind of sight unseen. I'm like, this is just it's a beautiful label on it.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Very
Yeah.
cool to own. I put it in, and it's just a fan made hack of Kung Fu, but with He-Man characters.
Kung Fu
Yeah, yeah. The very Kung Fu, yeah. Just with He-Man characters. It's hysterical. Even kept a lot of like the dragon logos and stuff. It was weird, yeah. So
who's throwing the knife?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I haven't played it in a while. I gotta put it back in. I haven't put it in a while.
Who's throwing the knife?
So going back, and you're talking about like your favorite game, of course, Def Jam Fight for New York.
Yeah.
And it made me kind of look into this. Side note, 50th anniversary of hip hop. You think this is a perfect timing then for a new
that's
new
what
entry?
I said, man. That's what I said. I didn't understand it. I don't understand. I don't get it. And to me, it's kind of like you're just letting this weather away, even though I love it. And there's so many people that do hacks on it, like or whatever mods. You know what I mean? That update the rosters. Which if that's the way we have to do it, then I'll do it. You know
and
what I mean?
Not only that, just the Def Jam Fight for New York. I'm just looking at it right now. I mean, across the board, got nothing, almost nothing. Well, there was one game, but nothing under like an 8 out of 10 almost.
Yeah, man.
For the most part, it was rated high. And I'm talking for GameCube, PS2, and Xbox for those versions. Now looking into this, here's the kind of the crime about it. There's only been 4 entries in the Def Jam series, with the most recent one being Def Jam Icon for the PS3 and Xbox 360, but that was 07. So there hasn't been a Def Jam game since 07. And again, that now leads to what other franchises do we love or do we feel should have new entries into their lineups? And I got a few here. I don't know if you have any, maybe, we might cross over a little bit.
I want to hear yours first. I got a couple.
So the first one right off the bat that everyone mentions, and it kind of got something last year, but I wouldn't really count it, F-Zero.
Okay.
F-Zero, amazing game on the Super NES.
Oh yeah.
And even more amazing game on the N64. And then that even doubled again when it got to the GameCube. But there hasn't been now F-Zero 99, yes, came out last year, but that's more like just like a multiplayer, like a fun, hey, here's something with F-Zero. But the last true F-Zero game came out in 2004. F-Zero Climax for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
So now Nintendo has kind of said, look, we have F-Zero and we have Mario Kart, and Mario Kart's bringing in the money. So if we're going to focus on one racer, it's going to be Mario Kart, which I kind of get, but still there's something about F-Zero and the fact that we haven't had a proper new entry since 04. I mean, that's skipping over the Wii U, and right now skipping over the Switch.
To me, I miss Falcon Punch.
Oh, seriously, right?
I miss Falcon Punch. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like, I don't get it. How the hell don't you have? You're Nintendo, bro. How are you not having make a little? Since you guys like to remake everything and literally take the same game and make us pay $80 for it and just add a little bit of sprinkle of graphics, little sprinkle. Okay, even though the Super Mario RPG was unreal because they did add the summonses.
It was a good game.
That shit was unreal.
I'm still playing it. I'm still playing it.
Yeah, it's still amazing. You know what I mean? So that remake, I get it.
Yep.
But you have so many IPs in the Super Nintendo library that you could do the same exact thing. Like literally the same thing. If you bring out Chrono Trigger, like this, like you did Mario, it is over. Even if you bought the Link to the Past like that, it's over. Even though they had stuff like that, right? Don't they have that already?
Well, I mean, Switch, they ported Link's Awakening. Well, they didn't port it. They remade it for the Switch, and that was phenomenal. I mean, I still swear by the original one on Game Boy. But but you're right, that came over, and you would think they do something because F-Zero and Mario Kart are 2 different games. I know they're both racers, but they're 2 totally different styles.
Yeah, man, and you can have a team to work a little. All you have, oh, you can assemble a little team that has
Mhm.
nothing to do with the Mario team,
Yeah.
and go work on this thing, please,
Mhm.
and let's make more. Like, I don't understand why is there limitations on just one and focus on one when you
It's
have so many? It's ridiculous, bro.
it's
And you're
weird.
Nintendo, you've been around forever. Like you're forever, bro.
Over 100
So
years. Yeah.
I don't understand, So to me, it's like they just like to do that.
Yeah.
That's the only explanation I can give, for real. Donkey
Another
Kong, even though I'm sorry to cut
no
you
no.
off, even though they have tropical freeze, but imagine they remastered Donkey Kong Country.
Can you imagine?
Just the same game. No, literally it's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah,
game,
yeah.
better graphics.
Yep.
Imagine that game remastered. Like it's you're
That'd be
selling.
wild. That'd be wild.
$65 I'm paying. Like it's for real. Like there's so many. But go
I
ahead.
think that would definitely do something. Um,
Donkey Kong 2, 3. Oh my.
Another series that long lay dormant, and when I looked into it, I thought there was more entries into it, but it was only one, two, three, four, five, six, kind of, but five games. Rampage.
Oh,
I mean,
that's one of my old times.
bro, that first of all, just the original arcade game.
World Tour was one of my favorite.
I had World Tour on the N64, and I played that game ad nauseum. Actually, that's a game I might have to pick up again on the N64. I have to
Yeah,
find it.
that's it right there. World Tour was unbelievable,
I
man.
actually know what I think I ended up getting it on PlayStation. Yeah, I have it on PlayStation right now. But
Oh, okay.
oh no, I had it originally on the N64, and that
Yeah.
game was wicked. But we haven't had a proper, and I'm talking a proper Rampage game since Rampage Total Destruction in 2006. And that game was on, and that was on the Wii. There was, which I learned by looking into this, there was a Rampage arcade game that came out based on the movie in
The one with the
2018.
rock?
Yes. I know. That's another time. That's a conversation for another time. But
I would love to see that one right there.
yeah, but it was an interesting looking arcade game. But again, Total Destruction, and that was in 2006. So
Okay.
again, this game never failed to be terrible. Especially nowadays, now that Godzilla's back and we got all these MonsterVerse things going on. It'd be awesome to see a brand new Rampage.
Yeah, I would love it. Hell yeah. I'm all thumbs, two thumbs up for that one.
Do you have any series or anything that you can think of, maybe?
I actually spilled one of my like I said, I get into the things.
Yeah.
So Chrono Trigger.
Yes.
And I know they have Chrono Cross and they
Got a couple other ones. Yep.
but I would love to see that. I would love to see an official sequel. Okay, an official sequel because they had one for the Game Boy Advance, but it has nothing to do with the first one, which is Final Fantasy Tactics. If they came out with Final Fantasy Tactics, the sequel to the actual first story, unreal. Because I love the Game Boy Advance version one too. The Tactics, Game Boy Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 or something like that.
No, it was just Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, but it was a port of the PlayStation game. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's different. It was totally different. Like the whole story was different. That you go into a book.
Yes.
Like you open like a fantasy book and you get in there and now you're a different, person. So but this one, like Final Fantasy Tactics, bro, is up there. Breath of Fire, if they continue that.
Oh, so you're into a lot of role-playing stuff.
Yeah, no, not necessarily, but like I love
new entries into it. No, I hear what you're talking about. Don't get me wrong.
Blitz, I would love NFL Blitz, any NFL Blitz.
Bro, I was thinking, I didn't put it on my list, but NBA Jam. You know what? While I'm here, let me see if I can look it up real quick. NBA Jam, I don't think it's had a proper new entry.
They had one in 2011, which was one of my favorite.
Did they really?
That was with, it's called On Fire Edition, I think.
Oh, I remember that one. Like, they came out on the Wii and the PS3 and stuff.
Yeah,
I have that.
Was unbelievable because you could put Carmelo Anthony with Ewing.
Yes.
Like you can do the old with the new. So it was ridiculous, bro. That one was good.
No,
You
you're
know?
right. That so 2000, but still 2011.
Yeah.
That's over 10
Yeah.
years ago at this
Yeah.
point.
Dude. Yeah.
So,
So I would love
going
another entry on that. Yeah, that's another one too, right there.
going back to Final Fantasy Tactics, because I'm not a big Final Fantasy. I mean, I respect the series, but I'm not a big Final Fantasy player. But
Mhm.
Tactics I love because I loved Shining Force on the
Okay.
Genesis.
Okay.
So, and I honestly, I was today years old because I was just happening to looking into it when you're talking. There
Mm.
is a sequel for Final Fantasy Tactics on the DS. It's called, what is it called?
What?
Final
See,
Fantasy.
that's probably why I haven't heard from it. I
Yeah,
never had it.
no, I
Yeah.
got to look into this now. Final Fantasy Tactics A2 Grimoire of the Rift came out in North America came out in 2008.
Well, I got it. I'm going in, bro.
No, I got to find this
I'm,
now.
I'm getting down to PC, bro. You know, I'm getting that. I'm getting that. I'm getting
I,
that.
yep, I
I did
definitely have to
not
find
know
this
that.
now. So originally they were going to do it on the Game Boy Advance, but then they moved it to the DS.
Yeah, you
So,
see, that's probably why I
um,
never knew that. You know, because
Breath,
I never had a DS, never.
honestly, right? Breath of
Yeah.
Fire, the last Breath of Fire. All right, we got Breath of Fire 6 Breath of Fire 6 came out in 2016, but it was on iOS. The last proper
Awesome.
console version was 2002.
Oh wow.
So again,
See,
but
I would never know that too.
that's
Yeah, I didn't
overdue.
know.
That's overdue.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For me personally, huge fan of shoot 'em ups. Love shoot 'em.
Okay.
It's my favorite genre of gaming. Gradius. The
Oh,
Gradius series is
oh.
phenomenal.
You know
And
what's so crazy that
yeah.
you said right now that you said Gradius? I saw literally yesterday. I was looking at like the 100. I'm sorry to cut you off because I
No,
get
no, 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 no. Don't worry about it.
the 100 PC. I mean PS games, whatever. And there was a Gradius game, or is it Galaga?
Well, it
I
depends on
think it
which
was
one.
Galaga. No, no, it was
I mean, if it's
Galaga.
PlayStation, it might be. If it's
No, no,
PlayStation, it could be Gradius.
it was so ill, bro. No, no, look, it
Yeah,
was like 2D, right? It's 2D,
yeah.
and it looked cool, and then all of a sudden it went, and then it went into Star Fox mode.
Oh, you know what?
I was like, "What is this, man?"
That might be R type. It might
I
be
know,
R type
no, you put a
Delta.
G though. No,
No,
I
okay.
remember it had a G. It had a
Oh,
G, but
okay,
I don't
okay.
remember. It could have been Gradius or Galaga.
Fair enough. No problem.
I was like, no, but bro, and
Don't
then
worry.
again,
Don't worry
that
about it.
right
Just
there,
roll.
you would
I can
love to
go in
see
and edit.
it. Yeah, yeah,
It's funnier with the bleeps.
yeah. Okay, okay.
So, no, but the Gradius series has had, and I've had almost
Yeah.
every North American version. One of the
Oh,
best versions of Gradius was actually on the PSP. It was the Gradius collection. Yeah, it had a few games in there. I forgot how many it had. Because it's been a while since I had it. It had, this is where I can do the editing. Gradius collection. Oh, it had Gradius 1 through 4 on one collection. But the last proper Gradius game we got was Gradius Rebirth on '08. In '08, excuse me. On the Wii. It was actually a WiiWare game. And
wow.
again, another topic for another time. That was only available download on the Wii, and that is a game that's going to be forever lost in time.
Jeez.
But be that as it may, Gradius Rebirth, I would love a new proper Gradius game.
Yeah,
So
man. Hell yeah, man.
definitely on that.
I loved Aero Fighters. Aero Fighters was one of my
Yes.
favorites. I love that one. That was one of my favorites.
No,
Boogie Wings. There was a game called Boogie Wings. I don't know if you know about that. Boogie Wings.
oh, why does that sound familiar?
It's
Oh
that you like
man.
a 1940s like kind of play, but then you have this thing that spins around and
Mm.
you can pick up cars.
Oh.
Like you have like a hook. Then you pick up
Oh,
cars
that's
and
cool.
football and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Yeah,
I
that
gotta
was a
look
good
into
one.
I gotta look
Yeah,
into
that was a
that.
good one. Yeah.
And if you have any other, again, if you have any genres, just spit them out. Let me know, or any other games that you think of. Because I was thinking the Shining Force series, but then when I looked into it, I didn't realize the Shining series from Sega has been going on for years.
Oh,
Like
wow.
yeah, the most recent game actually was on the Switch and the PS4. It's not even called. Well, it's called Blade Arcus Rebellion from Shining,
Oh,
which
wow.
came out in 2019. So I was
I
like,
would
ooh,
have never
there's a
put
lot of
them two
Shining Force games I
together.
got to pick up on that one.
Yeah.
Um, Now that I have the um analog duo that play TurboGrafx games on it,
Mhm.
Bonk. Remember Bonk?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Bro, there hasn't been a Bonk game since I want to say 95.
Yeah. I
A
would love to see a
proper,
Bond game, man.
proper Bonk game.
Hell yeah.
So it was called Super Genjin 2. It was for the Super Famicom, the fifth and final console game in the series. It was basically a sequel to Super Bonk. And again, it came here, or it was on the Super Famicom in '95. After that, there was there was collections and stuff, but a proper new entry.
Hell yeah. I'm a
That,
huge Bonk fan, man.
bro, that game put that poor TurboGrafx system
On
the map.
Yeah.
A little small part of the map, but I put it on the map.
Yeah, man. And then remember, you hold when you jump, you put you switch the turbo on, and you're gliding for like the whole hour.
They were very smart putting that turbo button originally on native controllers. That was wild.
I loved it. But there's a lot of games like the Jackie Chan game on TurboGrafx-16 was amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's phenomenal.
That was one of my favorite games.
Don't even get me started on trying to collect TurboGrafx games. They are so expensive; it's ridiculous. Some of them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Actually, the fun.
What games you got on it? What games you have?
Oh my gosh, what games do I have? What games don't I have? A ton of them. But the games that I do have on there, because I've been collecting TurboGrafx games for like a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they announced the Duo, and I just got the Duo a few weeks ago. So I've been playing the game I've been playing most on my Duo it's a PC Engine, which is the Japanese version, Batman, based on the '89 movie.
The top down.
Yes, it kind of has like a Bomberman feel to it. Oh my god, when you sit down and actually play it, oh my god, it's so much fun.
Hell yeah.
Here we go. So I'm just looking at my quick list. Batman, I have Bonk, both Japanese. I think I have Bonk 1 Japanese, Bonk's Return American. I have a Fire Pro Wrestling game, Knight Rider. I have
what?
Yeah. Some of the good ones, Keith Courage and Alpha Zones, Alien Crush. And I even have I have 4 CD games. Star Proteus. Proteus is
I love Proteus.
It's one of my favorite series. Goof. Konami's own goof on their own games.
Proteus.
Yeah. And I have a Godzilla fighter. An actual Godzilla one-on-one fighter. Yes.
What?
On the CD version. So
that's dope.
Yeah. So I got a good handful of games. It's just tough to shop for because of the pricing, but every now and again you find something good. So
Game On. Where do we go? Where do we go?
Game On.
Where was it? No. Game On is where the arcade is, right?
No. But Game On is also the store I buy.
I love the store.
Same guy owns it, Tristan. Guys is phenomenal. You want to talk about living the American dream?
Hell yeah.
One more game I want to mention, and yes, we are getting.
Battletoads.
I didn't even think of that, bro. Battletoads. Holy cow. You just pulled that one out of your rear. Okay. Holy cow. No, you're right. The last legit, forget about last legit. There's only maybe like 4 versions of the game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where are we? Here we go.
Last time we seen a Battletoad was Killer Instinct.
Yes.
For Xbox One.
Yes.
Yeah, like the launch game.
Now, granted, there was a proper Battletoads game in 2020, but before that was what, 93? 94?
Wait, what? 2020?
Oh, yeah. There was a brand new Battletoads game that came out on Xbox One and Microsoft Windows. It was like a cell-shaded game. Battletoads. It's a proper Battletoads game. Yeah. But we got, really, what? Battletoads, the original NES version. Then there was the Game Boy version, the Super NES version, which I technically have never actually played, I don't think. Another Game Boy version, and then one of my favorites, which I have right there, Battletoads Double Dragon, one of the best crossovers ever.
Hell yeah.
But besides 2020,
both of them were so hard.
Before 2020, the most recent one was Battletoads Arcade in '94.
Which is one of the best arcades too.
Battletoads Arcade, I know you can play on the Rare Replay on the Xbox. That's on there.
I have the Rare Replay.
Yep. Oh, again, that's awesome. But bro, Battletoads, how do you not continue that? And you're right. There's been like in like you said in Killer Instinct, they were in Shovel Knight at one point as a bonus
What?
encounter. Yeah, they were in Shovel Knight.
Get
Yep.
out of here.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. So they've been around, just they deserved more. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, it is one of the hardest games to play. More sadistic than probably Mega Man.
It's up there to me. It's up there with Freddy Krueger's the night. What was it?
Nightmare on
Nightmare
Elm
on
Street.
Elm Street. But like the 5 stages of Freddy.
Yep.
Bro, the game itself is crazy, but the 5 stages of Freddy, it's over. Bro. It's over, bro.
Oh,
if you can beat that without codes, I mean, you are a gaming god. Yeah, for real. Like
so what I wanted to mention, such a good pull on Battletoads, though, bro. Such a good pull.
What
I was going to mention, granted, we are getting a new version, a new entry this year. But before this, my favorite series of all time, Contra.
Yeah.
The last, and I am not counting Contra Rogue Corps, because that game was
with the panda. What was it? The panda?
Yes. No. Just no. Contra. The panda. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But before that, the last game that we got was actually the last proper brand new Contra was in 07. Contra 4. I'm sorry, nope, I lied. 09 with Contra Rebirth. Again, it was part of a Rebirth series on the WiiWare, which again are lost to time because they were digital only. And I'm pretty sure Konami has absolutely no intentions on re-releasing the Rebirth series. Thank God I have them on my Wii. But Contra Rebirth, and before that, Contra 4 was on the DS. Hardcore Uprising came out in 2011, but that was kind of a
Contra 4 was on the DS?
Contra 4 was on the Nintendo DS, yeah. And it definitely took advantage of the dual screen.
All right, man. I'm going to have to go into DS mode, man.
Contra 4 that came out in 2007, to me, was the first time since the original cartridge you were able to play the original Contra. They put the original NES Contra and Super C on that DS game. They were unlockables.
What?
But Super C was like had come out previously as like re-release like on WiiWare and stuff, Virtual Console, but not the original Contra. I remember I had to wait till like 07 to be able to play the original NES version because then I didn't have the card anymore and stuff like that. But and then there was Hardcore Uprising in 2011, but that really, I think if I remember correctly, I think it was just a port. Oh, it was a prequel to the Genesis game. I didn't realize that.
What? Oh man, I gotta look into this.
I gotta go back and play that. But nevertheless,
yeah, man, hell yeah.
As you can see, there are tons of series, tons of games that deserve new entries. I'm not talking about straight up sequels, but new entries. And folks, everyone out there who's listening, who's watching, hit us up on social media, email us, let us know what game series you feel deserves a new entry, what's way overdue. And folks, remember, you can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts. We're on Facebook at Retro Gamers Podcast, on Instagram at Retro Gamers Podcast, on X. I don't care what Anthony says. On X at Retro Gamers Pod, on YouTube, Retro Gamers Podcast. You can email us, email at the Retro Gamers Pod. Email at theretrogamers.com. Anthony's way better at that than I am. And definitely contact us, hit us up, let us know. And actually, with that being said, because we did bring it back. Last week, we brought back Game of the Week. And no disrespect to you, Felix, but we're going to wait for Anthony to come back to really deep dive into that because Anthony picked his game. He picked Star Fox 64, which I've been playing on the Switch.
That's another series that needs to come back, man.
It needs to come back proper because the GameCube version was not that good.
I loved it. Not the one when he's walking. Because remember,
that was like in Dinosaur Land or whatever.
Yeah, the shooting one, that one was unbelievable.
Well, there was one that came out on the Wii U that was good. Okay. But of course, Star Fox 65. And then, you'll get a kick out. I don't know if you listened last week, but when we were talking, I haven't had a chance to really look. I never owned Star Fox on Super Nintendo, but I had ordered the Star Fox competition cartridge. There was like a touring competition.
Yeah.
And apparently we did it last week when I eBayed, I don't know. I think I lost the card. It's gone somewhere. It's in the landfill somewhere in Staten Island.
Bro,
But
that's it's worth crazy.
apparently, yeah. Loose, I think it's going for about $10,000.
Yeah, man. The competition is
and I
going
owned it.
bro.
I had it. Figures I'd lose it, right? So, but what we're gonna do.
Oh,
we're gonna double up next week on Game of the Week, but in honor of Felix dropping an amazing title, this week's Game of the Week is Battletoads, and it could be any.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna make it fun. Any version of Battletoads you want to play: the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, arcade, the crossover with Double Dragon. So Battletoads is this week's Game of the Week because of Felix. Thank you very much. And
thank you.
We're
not worthy. I'm not worthy.
Told you you're a retro gamer now. And we're gonna get ready to wrap this up, but I got one more thing actually I want to discuss. And this is a very interesting study that came out. And actually, I thought about it as well when we were talking Battletoads being one of the most frustrating games ever. Forbes magazine, Forbes.com, Mario Kart ranked among the most stressful video games. So there was this study, the 5 most stressful games. Now the average heart rate increase. This is the percentages I give you are, I guess, whatever their resting heart rate is.
Yeah.
And then over a half hour of playing these games, here's how, that heart rate going up. Well, I kind of put the cart before the horse. Mario Kart's number 1, but before we get there, number 5, Fortnite.
Okay, I don't know nothing about that. So,
I guess people, because a lot of people are streaming with it. For a 30-minute period playing Fortnite, people's heart rate increased by 26.5%. That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane. And the numbers only go up from there. Number 4, Dark Souls, which could be terrifying.
This is a game that if you die, you go back to hell?
I think so, if I remember correctly.
What that would do it to you?
28.13% increase in your heart rate.
You gotta fight your way back to okay.
And this is only a half hour of playing the game.
Yeah, this is
number 3. Makes sense. Call of Duty.
Yeah, definitely.
I've definitely had my frustrations. 29.69% increase. Good Lord.
Yeah, how
number 2, and I blame a lot of the European fans for this one. FIFA football.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's definitely they definitely. Ole, They're doing that in their house though.
Exactly.
As they're playing. Ole. This is what you're doing. Wow.
Okay. The most dangerous thing, in my opinion, the most dangerous thing you can do in sports, actually 2 dangerous things. 1, take a free punch from Mike Tyson. And 2, score on your own goal in European football.
Oh, no, it's over, bro. I mean, if you look at and I don't want to, because this is going to get dark, bro.
But families have been held hostage because
that's what I was about to say.
Their own goals
I was literally about to say that.
Yeah. During like Olympics or the World Cup.
Yeah. Yes, Colombia. My wife for the ball was not playing. Yes, I know. Oh, I remember that shit. Oh, yeah,
and number 1. Don't worry about it. And number 1, like I said, Mario Kart with an average BPM increase of 32.81%.
Yeah, I mean, I see that because I really get upset if you're in first place, right? This is how they do you dirty. You're in first place, you get the cube, you think you're going to have a protective thing because, you're obviously going to get bombarded, but they give you coins. Right? Just coins. And then all of a sudden the blue shell comes out of nowhere.
Forget about it.
Right before you're about to get the checker. And then you're done. You know what I mean? Now you finish the race in 5th. And that's what happens to the world.
So no, you're exactly right. It's funny. Yeah. I don't know if you read this Forbes article because that's what it almost exactly said verbatim. You're in first place and then you just get lambasted.
Before them. Like you're like, yeah. And that's it.
So I just came across actually the full list of maybe top 10 of these games and more specifically which games. So I'm just going to run. I don't have the percentages, but going from top to bottom, Mario Kart. They used FIFA 20 was used in this study. Call of Duty Modern Warfare specifically. Dark Souls 3 and Fortnite. Those are the top 5. The number 6 game, which you mentioned earlier, Doom.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. What I just started the game. I'm 30 minutes into the game.
Well, then, check your BPM.
I turned it off. Like, I'm like, no, I died 40 times in the same place. And I'm like, I don't understand, because it's like, you think you're done. And then you turn around and the guy's right here. And then it's the big guy with the one with the one eye.
Yes. Oh, yes.
No, he's not a game in this one. And the other one, you can kind of run away. No, this is like, he's in your face, man. So it's crazy.
The rest of the games here, Fall Guys, Battlefield 5, Street Fighter, Among Us, GTA. This is hysterical. Uno. The Sims, Animal Crossing, Minecraft, and Skyrim.
Well, how is Mortal Kombat not in there?
I don't know. I guess it's not. These are more kind of recent-ish games.
Yeah, but my MK1?
No, you're right.
Online? That's
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
So. And MK11 was great.
Yeah, I got to play MK. Actually, I want to get Mortal Kombat 1 specifically based on your recommendation.
Yeah, man. No, you would. I mean, now it's getting a little better. When you first get it, I was kind of upset because it takes too long. For the new guys to come out, you're like, all right.
True.
True. So it's but it's good. It's good. It's worth it, man.
So with that, we're actually going to wrap it up here. I don't want to go too long, but oh my God, what an amazing episode!
Hell yeah,
as
man!
Always.
Hell yeah,
Felix,
hell yeah.
You always give me my work to do before I drop this on Tuesday. But no, I appreciate it. I love you. You know that, brother.
Man, I love you too, man. You know that, man.
So happy that we're able to do this together, and I love watching you when you do talk about your gaming, your retro gaming, the ICC.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got big plans on that one.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, it is.
Cannot wait. One more time, let the people know where you're at online and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, to make it easier for everybody, just go on Linktree, FlexO Productions. You'll see all my social media there. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Go subscribe, go put the thumbs up, go, show the love, as, usually. And, of course, tune into the greatest retro gamers podcast in the goddamn internet world, galaxy, wherever you come from. You better tune in ASAP every time.
It don't get bigger than that, folks. It don't get better than that, folks. With that, we're going to wrap it up. Felix, again, thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Always, man. 2024, man.
We're ready to roll, brother.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we'll catch you everywhere next week on the Retro Gamers Podcast.
Oh, yeah.